Yo, what is going on, guys? Liam with Dungeons of World Magic, my creation, my project, and today I'm just going to be talking about what is Dungeons of World Magic, the comic. What is the comic? This is apart from the card game. You know, the final first issue is coming out in a month or two. I hope I can get it out in a month, but you know, I'm trying to take my time for y'all. But yeah, I'm just going to be talking about what it is, kind of the main storyline, the characters, and stuff like that, and where I'm kind of going with it. So this right here, I sold this at a card show, like a TCG store, or a TCG show. This is the first issue kind of test run. It's a real comic. It's printed, but there's a lot of mistakes in it. And it was just kind of to build some support. It is a collector's item. I signed these. I only printed about 25 of them. So yeah, they're pretty dope. But a lot of this is going to get redone. So that's going to be cool to see. Because I'm just trying to perfect my work and make it the best it can be, because I've improved a lot over the past 4 months that I've been doing this comic. And you know, why do I want to do a comic? Well, I love drawing a ton. I love mangas and comics. Actually, I got some of my inspirations up here. I'll grab them for y'all. Okay, so these are my inspirations right here. Conan the Barbarian. This artwork is just immaculate, dude. So great. I think this is called Aoshi, but I don't know how to describe it, but I do like the look of some of these panels. You know, it's like a soccer manga. Classic Naruto. This is my favorite manga out of the series. Is the Zabuza. That's the one. Monster Hunter. That's a good one. It has good panel flowing. I like their flow of panels in there. That's a good one. And for the finale, we got Berserk. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite manga of all time. I just started it. I don't know anything about the series. I literally just started reading it, and I use it mostly for inspiration and panel flows and stuff like that. So that's kind of like why I'm doing it. That's like my main inspiration. Why I'm doing it? Well, I think I have really good ideas with dark fantasy like Dungeons of World Magic. I have a great storyline that I have planned, and I thought the best way to show the storyline would not be through some website slideshow that I had when I started, but to have an actual readable comic and make it collectible and put my heart and soul into it and get better at manga. Because honestly, the dream for me is to be a professional artist one day, a professional manga maker. And honestly, if I was doing a card game for a profession, I wouldn't mind that too. Super hard dreams to achieve, super hard, but that's kind of the goal, you know. That's where I want to go. So hopefully I can get there, and that's kind of why I want to do it. You know, I love it. I love every minute of it, and I'm excited to show y'all this whole process. I'm doing it all digitally. I do want to go to traditional eventually with micron pens and stuff like that, and I've been practicing, but I definitely need to upgrade my skills on that before I fully switch over. So yeah, I do want to go traditional, because that's the real way of making a manga, you know what I'm saying? But right now we are digital. I'm going to be posting on pretty much every comic scroll service that I can. So Webtoon, all the other sites, as well as my own website. I'm going to be posting. It's all going to be digital. It's all going to be free online, and then I'm also going to have printed copies. Each issue I think is going to be 20 to 30 pages, hopefully, or 15. You know, I don't want to release super short issues, but I also understand that I want people to get more. And then we're going to be doing a subscriber package on the website eventually once we build a fan base. This maybe just $1 a month, and it gives you a couple extra pages. As well as the printed issues are also going to have a couple extra pages and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be really dope. Super excited to show this with y'all. I've been working genuinely so hard on this, like 4 hours a night, 2 to 4 hours a night. Sometimes I've worked 8-hour days on this, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'll probably put in like a 6 to 8 hour day today on the manga. So guys, it's not really a manga, it's more of a comic. I like saying manga though, because I'm more interested in mangas in general. So yeah, but that's where we're going. Hopefully I can get the first issue released around February, March. I do have a card show at the end of February. Shout out Denver Card Shows. I'm gonna be there, so I'm hoping I can get the first issue printed before then, but I also don't want to rush it. I want to take my time and make sure everything's good. So yeah, if you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot, and it helps me get these out there to support y'all, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm starting from nothing, genuinely starting from the bottom. I just got back into art and drawing not that long ago. Like, genuinely, when I started this, that's when I got back into drawing, and I've improved so drastically because I'm so dedicated to improving. It's been a great ride. So yeah, if you want to follow a young artist chase his dreams and follow for the journey, because I'm going to be posting pretty much the progress on majority of the pages and stuff like that. If you want to follow that, yeah, just hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribing, I do want to thank you a lot for subscribing, because it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're growing this together. Dim is a family, it's a community. It's gonna be a big franchise one day. It's gonna be a big thing, so I just know it. So if you are already subscribed and support, comment down below day one, and we're gonna build our day ones. Comment day one, and I'll send y'all some goodies maybe. So that'll be what's up. All right, appreciate you watching. Yes, that is where we're going with the comic, dark fantasy comic. Oh, I guess I should get more into the characters too. Yeah. So the story so far follows two characters, Altrin and Fendrick. And these characters have grown up together. They're in the Augurian military, which is a kingdom in the realm. Actually, so I have a map of my realm and where all the places are at, and I'll show you. So this right here is the map. And then the northern parts of the map are still mystery, because those are going to be coming in later seasons and later issues. Actually later volumes, honestly. So it's going to be a while. But so far we have some elven kingdoms, some dwarf kingdoms, but mainly human and orc kingdoms. The human and orc kingdoms are the main conflict in the realm at the moment. So, and this is also heavily inspired by Lord of the Rings as well. I mean, this is a classic dark fantasy world, So we're dealing with a lot of orc and human problems, but orcs are more based off World of Warcraft, Orcs are more humane. Like, they're not just these evil rat goons that Sauron controls. Orcs in these have their own cultures, civilizations, their own military systems, stuff like that. But they also do have they're orcs. They like to eat humans. They like to kill humans, So not every orc does, but we'll get into that later in the storyline. But yeah, so Agura is right here. Right there. So they're next to the Veyrin Gulf, which is kind of on the edge of the realm. It's called the Realm of Algnad is the realm. And we got a lot of cool stuff in the realm. Crowholt is to the north of Agura right here, and Crowholt is a city that they are having an offensive with, as well as Zildrad. Zildrad is an orc kingdom in the northern mountains right here, and they are fighting Agura and Crowholt, and Agura is fighting Crowholt and Zildrad. So it's a big war going on there in the plains, and it is gonna get super hectic. So that's a little bit about the realm. Our characters are super dope. I've done a lot designing them and everything, and they're gonna have a pretty cool story together. Bro, this is gonna be huge. Hey, thank y'all for watching. That's what I got. That's my rant on the comic today. So I appreciate y'all watching.